So last week we started looking at the topic of guru devotion. So we're going to continue on that a little bit and um, make sure there's a little time for contemplation because it is a difficult topic for most of us. But it doesn't have to be. So I think it's just about studying it and understanding what is guru devotion, what is devotion to a teacher, and what is it not. So um, hopefully we can make some progress in that. So we start by bringing our attention into the session, calming our mind, calming our body, releasing all the tension. Because what we're trying to do in meditation, we're trying to draw the mind inside. We're trying to familiarize ourselves with our mind. So we check our posture. How are we sitting? Are we comfortable? And scanning, from our head or the top of our head all the way down to our toes, and just checking for checking our posture, checking our position. So we're relaxing the facial muscles, our eyes, jaw, our neck and shoulders. And our arms, they should be pretty gently relaxed and just hanging slightly to the side of the body. And we can bring our hands together, our right hand on top of the left, and then have our thumbs touching. And our back should be relaxed, but as straight as possible. So as straight as possible, all the way from our base through the top of our head, through the crown of our head. The sitting bones are sitting on the cushion, on the chair, on the sofa. And you can feel them. You can feel this connection to the ground. Best if our legs, if we're sitting in a chair, the feet are flat on the ground. Or if we're sitting on meditation cushion, cross-legged or half lotus, full lotus, whatever's comfortable for you. So we continue to draw the mind inside and become aware of our breath, the inhale and the exhale. And so we'll watch this breath. So we can watch it at the abdomen, the rising and falling of the abdomen, the expansion, contraction, or if you want to watch the air passing the tip of the nostrils, we just choose our focus point for observing the breath. And just for a minute or two, we sit and we watch it. That's the only job we have, to watch our breath. With this calm mind, we set our motivation. No motivation, little merit. Motivation, big merit. So to create the most positive karma possible, we can have the bodhicitta motivation. May all sentient beings be free of suffering. May they be happy. May they end suffering right now. And that's all sentient beings. So all the humans, all our friends, our enemies, strangers, all the animals, the cows, the cats, the dogs, insects, and all the formless beings, the ones that we can't even see, all the hungry ghosts. So there are countless beings out there, but they're all in a state of cyclic existence and suffering. So through this meditation, may I develop my mind, become a better person, become kinder to those around me, and through these practices, learn what my mind is, and use it in the most beneficial manner so that I can reduce and remove all of my delusions, all my ignorance, become completely enlightened, and with that enlightenment, be able to help others travel that path and free everyone from the bondage of suffering and cyclic existence. So we're going to contemplate guru devotion today. And I think I mentioned before guru devotion, uh, respect for a spiritual teacher, respect for a teacher, all very similar words, and we use them rather interchangeably. So it's about how do we practice respect and devotion to a teacher. So first of all, we need a teacher, we need a guru, right? And this individual needs to have the qualities of a perfect Mahayana guru. Then myself as a disciple, I need to have the right qualities. And then I need to practice the instructions given by the teacher. And I should be able to see the benefits of relying on a teacher. I can see the disadvantages of not relying on a teacher. And then I need to meditate on it to shift my mind. So this need for a teacher, I mean, we can look at examples in our everyday life. And especially in our childhood, we have teachers, level by level, grade by grade, subject by subject. So maybe think about high school or grade school. And there was this one teacher that connected with you, or you connected with the teacher. And they had the knowledge, but not only did they have the knowledge, they also had the ability to explain, to guide you to learn the topic. Maybe it was history, English, mathematics, natural sciences, whatever it was. So how would you be today without that teacher? Could you have made the progress in the subject without the teacher? Probably. But would it have been as quick? Perhaps it would have taken a few extra years before you met a teacher that could explain those topics to you. Or maybe you never meet a teacher that can explain it to you, but you have a book and you study the book. You read, you learn, you apply, you contemplate. And your hard work pays off. Some of it resonates, some of it becomes an experience, a learning. And some of it doesn't. You don't understand. It doesn't become knowledge for you. And then you move on. Life continues. You graduate or you leave school. And there's some knowledge you've taken with you and some that remains a gap. So what would it be like if that teacher, that one that really made the difference for you, if you never met them? So we can see how important it is, right? And how important it is to have a spiritual guide, to have a teacher. In fact, having this guru on our spiritual journey, this is someone that's helping us become enlightened, helping us work with our mind. And what is more important than developing our mind? It's probably, or should be, more important than our personal trainer making our muscles stronger and our joints more limber. Because all of that is just for this life. Whereas developing our mind, it's for countless lives until enlightenment. So the guru or the spiritual guide is an incredibly uh, important being, important human in our lives, in this life and in the next life, and the next and the next. So the need is clear, right? We probably can't do this on our own, and we need some help. But before we um, accept a spiritual guide, we need to check their qualities. And it's the same as um, before you're going to take a study program. Um, could be at the technical school, it could be at the community college, it could be at the Buddhist center. You check the material. You check who's the person that's going to be instructing this course. Do they know what they're talking about? Do they have the experience? So just in the same way, we have to evaluate to check up on the spiritual guru, the guide. And this could take a considerable amount of time. After all, it's a multi-lifetime journey. And it needs to be someone that you can trust. So if you go back to the example of the teacher, did you trust them? Did they have the knowledge about the topic? Were they able to transfer this knowledge to you? Were you grateful for their patience, their kindness, their um, diligence to push you when things got tough? So, as we can see, it's a very important relationship. We have to choose our gurus wisely. And we can have many of them, many different subjects, topics, contemplations, just like we did in grade school. We had many teachers, and they're all giving us different colored precious gems. So it's no different with the mind. So we dedicate all the merits, all the good karma that we created during this meditation, contemplating spiritual guides. And may we find all the spiritual guides along the path as quickly as possible, listen to their advice, apply their advice, so that we can develop our minds and become Buddhas and be empowered to lead all sentient beings to enlightenment without discrimination and bathed in pure love. Thank you, everyone.